Hey everybody, clearing. Okay, let's get into a divine masculine check-in. First off, I'm just gonna see what are the divine masculines wanting the feminines to know about their side of the energy at this time. If they could say anything with no fear, with no filter, what is it that they feel might be left unsaid, not addressed? We're getting divine timing. So 2 messages. I heard it's all in divine time. You will get this message direct from them. Secondly, they have been paying attention to divine timing and following what feels right, what doesn't. These divine masculines are incredibly energetically savvy. They are aware and they know when their instincts tell them it's appropriate to do something or not. And so they don't like to give explanations because they're impeccable that way. Even if they can't give an explanation or they don't know why they're feeling a certain way, they are very heavily geared in this way to this reality, the way they make their decisions. If it doesn't feel right, they're not here for it. And that doesn't mean that it's you, divine feminines. So that's a very definite caveat, is that it's not that it's you that's not right. It's the feeling of the timing specifically, or the factors involved. Something isn't quite aligned yet. Let's get a little bit more on that. What is it? Okay. So we've got a cheeky grin in this card. This is like a strategy card. So you might be seeing some little snippets of this delightful. So this is my favorite strategy, 7 of Swords. A lot of times it's a very like sneaky, can be a thief. In this deck, it's like a playful, innocent, beautiful kind of surprise. But you might see that they have been waiting for divine timing regarding showing you something. Let's see, because it's peeking out the top of this card in the inverse, I'm going to ask one more layer deeper. What is the surprise, masculines? What is it that they would say if they didn't have fear, if they didn't have whatever? Aww. Beauty and the Beast. Literally, you've come to them in the past and they were too immature. In some way, they were closed off. They were too wounded. They were sulking. They weren't in a place to embrace the magic that you are. This emotion, it's like a little trickle. You had all this emotional ability and then this little dribble of emotion that the masculines felt like they were able to offer, but you were already swimming. Goodness gracious, you have a mermaid tail, like you're made of the stuff. And they felt like they paled in comparison with how aware you are about how your emotions inform you. But over time, they see that that's not just knowledge, it's wisdom, because here you are, taming the beast, Beauty and the Beast, in the name of eternal love. Like you have tapped into it to the degree that you have been able to have patience, kindness, all the things love is, you have demonstrated here. So that's what they are likely waiting to tell you, is that they have felt intimidated, that they have felt out of their league. They have felt like you were so far ahead of them in some way. But that over time, not that you've waited for them, but you've seen the beauty, the majesty in them, and you have, I don't even want to say convinced, but that's the word that they're giving me. They have been convinced that your love is eternal, that it's not limited by a self-seeking agenda or conditionality, that you meant it, that you mean it, that you actually have been able to tame the beast. They want to show you this. Okay. but they're waiting for the right time or the right way to offer that. They are offering bits, though. For those who have eyes to see, there are cues, there are clues. It's like a treasure trail. So, I just heard the way that the feminines believe the masculines breadcrumb. If you could look at that as a timed release, a drip. If you can trace that drip of energy back to the faucet in gratitude, you can turn that faucet on full steam. If you see the bits, if you are accountable with the bits of love they offer, you can actually get to the main line through gratitude, acknowledgement, and fully embrace this. Wow. So not only are the masculines growing, but they're also becoming playful with these connections, and their hearts are being warmed, their souls are being calmed, and they are beginning to see how much unlimited potential is here. And with this divine timing, this alignment for instinct and navigation that we got for the first message, they're also quite aware that even when it hasn't made sense, there has been a grand plan unfolding. What do the feminines need to know here? Queen of Pentacles, self-nurture. This is wifey energy. So it's on the table. It's not in the upright. So, keep knowing it's not your worthiness. It's your accountability. Queen of Pentacles holds the keys, holds that big pentacle of physical experience. You're going to be coming into your own more and more with this understanding of how to manifest your reality. This is like the backstory behind the manifestation of the love of a lifetime in your life, divine feminines. And so as you're accountable with the gratitude of these growing energies, and you can trace that to the source of love that is trying to be expressed through your masculine, they've been underdeveloped with sharing true emotion. We all have. And so as they test those waters, if you can be grateful for that, you can trace that water source to the source, the heart, and manifest. Okay, so let's see what we can for. Which card decks am I going to use here? Yeah, okay, I just put one in the wrong spot. I was confused because I had two set aside. All right, so what can we see? Thank you, Divine Creator, for the Divine Masculines. What are the masculines thinking of the connections, their counterpart, the feelings they have on their heart space, and for their counterpart? What would they say? What are the wishes and actions, challenges, solutions, and the direction of the connection in the near future? Plus, yes, what would they say to the divine feminines about those things? And how can the divine feminines work with the things that the masculines say based on these energetic cards that we're going to get? How can the feminines have an overview? So we're going to get the divine masculine's perspective, what's playing out, what they would say about it, and then how you divine feminines can work with that energy. So what are the masculines thinking on the conscious mind? Oh, they're in Emperor energy. These are the eclipses, October 14th and 28th. So October is going to be a big month for these masculines coming forward and showing that they are in mastery. I would say they're thinking that they're in control or protection of the connections, but this does give me the energy of righteousness, of mastery, of clarity, of doing the right thing. Seal of individuality, so wholeness as well. They've come into their own individual expression. Authenticity, uniqueness, and integration. So there is this period of time where we refine to the true us. Eclipses are like valving systems. They do clear out old energy and usher in new. And so in this case, the masculines are letting go of things that they are not aligned with anymore. They're waking up, and they're including things that are more integral to who they really are. What would they say to you about this? I need more balance. So that speaks of this integration and balancing out, specifically with the uniqueness here. And they're waking up to the fact that they need more balance with how much they believe other people's opinions of themselves. How much they believe that just because there isn't another example of them, that there's something wrong with them. Maybe they don't need more balance. Maybe they need to realize that, what is that saying? Don't break yourself into bite-sized pieces. Stay whole and let them choke on you. I don't know. It's something like that. Masculines are realizing how unique and special they are, how lovable, how perfect just the way they are. They are. Heck yeah, rooster. Crow it, rooster, crow it. Okay, so feminines, what do you need to know? It's only a matter of time. This is star-crossed. Like, now the feminines are waking up. I hear a hen answering that rooster back. So this is the reflection. Oh my God. I've never been able to tune out this many rooster crows. Okay. Can I focus at all? I'm getting that there are some distractions for you feminines right now that's going to make the time fly a little faster. However, the stars are aligning is what I'm hearing there. And they have aligned. It's just a matter of perception. You may have thought that they didn't. You know, if you're fickle and connections ebb and flow, if there's droughts in the connections or spaciousness, you might feel like all is lost. But if it's, you know, real love, and it must be, or you wouldn't be drawn to it so much. It was always meant to be. It's just been part of the process. Trust it. What are the masculines thinking of the feminines? Ooh, Tower, emotional transparency, nurturance, and grace. So I see these two lightning strikes as conversations or signs that they need to open up. Masculines have had a Tower moment, and divine feminines, I'm seeing that they see you as the only one safe enough to really talk about what's happened. I see not one, but two major blows in most of the masculines' lives right now, and you are the safe place that they could actually get to the bottom of it and lay their soul bare, I just heard, to down to their most raw, authentic baseline. So they do think of you as the one person they want to tell about what they're going through. You have so much nurture, so much grace. They don't want to use you for that, but they do understand that you're the one that can offer them a truthful mirror. What would they say? Ace of Wands. There's that most phallic card. It's in the inverse, meaning in the past they might have just come on to you sexually or felt a pull. Now they actually want this emotional nurture. They actually want to connect on that level, and then the physicality second. I just heard, dare I say, I'm falling in love. What do the feminines need to know? The sun in the inverse. So we got the star and the sun. So these are major awarenesses, enlightenment, consciousness. You're going to see this, and it's going to dawn on you, feminines, that there's been a major shift. It might not be apparent right now. I'm hearing for many, the masculines are aloof because of these Tower moments that are happening in their lives where things are crumbling to the ground, major shifts, major changes. All the stuff that the masculines did not willfully release has been taken from them, I just heard. So I'm also looking at the divine timing and how the masculines are going to tell you about some of these Tower moments. They don't want to overwhelm you, and they don't want to look incapable or weak, but they will be letting you in on some of this stuff bit by bit that they have had to go through to restructure heaven and earth and their alliances. So there are major changes, and they believe that only you are able to understand to the depth that they are transforming here. Yeah, only a true divine counterpart would believe that I could change so radically and come around and about face like I'm going to. That's what I just heard. Okay, so heart space for these connections, the truth. So head over heart right now in the heart space. They've got their cross to bear and to overcome right now, and they're looking for divine guidance. They don't necessarily have everything that they could offer you at this point, feminines, but consciously they know that in time their heart is yours. I just heard cellular light, bioluminescence, self-illumination, simplicity. So right now they're setting a foundation. Just, you know, these towers are taking away everything that they are not, all the karma. Sometimes I think of this one, the cellular light, as the DNA that glows holographically when it is a pure resonance, a pure eminence. When we have karmic insecurities, patterns, habits, lower vibrational things that we keep around, it's like mud that sticks to these glowing DNA strands and dims the light in the world. We don't show others the real us when we have all those coping methods and trauma patterns. And so they know what they need to do. And this love is helping them keep it simple right now. Oh, I'm addicted to you. So this is where, you know, they're realizing they're no longer codependent feminines. In the past, they might have thought of you or tried to think of you as a karmic partner where you were just filling a void. And they may have thought that they really outdid themselves this time by being even more obsessed. This is a devil card. So I'm getting that in the past, they treated you like an addiction or like they treated others that they may have been addicted to. And now they're realizing it's way deeper than that with you. And that's why it never felt right, was because you didn't deserve that, but you also were not an addiction. You were truth. The King of Swords is truth, and simplicity on the cellular level is light. What do the feminines need to know? Eight of Swords. So free your minds, feminines. If you took this personally with your masculine, open your heart, prepare, because nothing your masculine has done in the past has been because you weren't worthy of love. What can we see for the action? Oh, the heart space for the feminines. Yeah, they're opening their heart. Acceleration, stimulation, and excitation, subatomic velocitor. So on the cellular level, because they've cleared their karma to the base, to the root, now things can speedily reorganize into a new, expanded, open, less fearful path forward. What would they say? You already know. They think you know that they're coming, that the love is here, but they also know that you probably don't fully understand how much they actually love you. And that's really sad because they do have compassion for that. I'm feeling the compassion of the masculines. Hearts breaking that they can't even fill their own hearts at times. So how could they fill yours and protect yours when they're falling apart sometimes? Oh, you beautiful masculines, you divine beings. Yeah, so they know that even if you know, you haven't seen anything yet, baby. Wow. What can we see for the feminines? Yes, this passion, the Ace of Wands for the second time, like it's on the way. This passionate new beginning is on the way, but we've got to get a few things straight. We've got to talk from this truthful, authentic place. We've got to express, we've got to open to that. And in the energy, it is happening on the heart space here. I don't know what the timing looks like in that regard, but it is happening here in the energy of the collective. What can, oh, I just heard, if you think it won't happen to you, believe in it. And then for some you're just done trying to believe in it. It will happen for you too. Because you are here and you desire love, just you watch. What can we see for the manifestations that the masculines want to have here? They want to completely let go of the old lives, the rock bottom, all the self-sabotage. Look at this Buffalo has done this to themselves. They are thinking all the things that have caused the worst sabotage and undermining, all of it. What can we see for the clarifier? Reconfiguration, cycles and gratitude, the great elation. So the 10s do reduce to the ace, and this is the truth that the masculines are seeing on the heart space about these connections. And what did we get to begin with? We had another ace up there. I don't know where it went. They're reconfiguring. They're wishing to have gratitude, to show gratitude for what they do have, the sure footing, not this faulty logic. What would they say? I hope you'll wait for me, but it's in the inverse. So they're almost here. They are almost ready. If you haven't gotten communication, if you haven't had a conversation, if you haven't talked about certain things that have been left unsaid, it's coming soon. What do the feminines need to know? High Priestess. I just heard 3, 2, which is this card, 1, communication. So this is the passionate new beginning where you already may feel like they know that you already know, but this is you staying in that. Don't waver right now. Don't lower your vibe. It's only hurting you to do that right now at this point. I just heard feminine. So stay in mercy, humility, grace, compassion. What can we see for the actions the masculines are wanting to take? They want to move forward slowly, surely, in balance. We have ancestry, courage, wisdom, and empathy. So they're both in the reverse. There are still generational things, family things, imprinting, family politics, things that need to be considered, but they do want to move forward if they have enough bravery, specifically regarding family dynamics, and bravery, the courage to do so based on their upbringing, based on their imprinting, based on their families' belief structures in some cases. What can we see for what they'd say? Wait, but it's in the reverse. So here's another sort of, it's all here on the table, but it's maybe not quite here yet. We've got this, it's almost here, another soon kind of energy. What do the feminines need to know? Sitting pretty, 9 of Pentacles. Stay in your wholeness. This is the lady in waiting, the empress in the garden before the emperor shows up. You've got this spiritual falconry. You've sent it out, you felt into it, and now you're just waiting there in all your glory for this, to receive this love, feminines. So be in receptive mode. This 9 of Pentacles means wholeness. It doesn't mean being insolvent. It means noble, not, guarded. This is a very good place to be in. This is full of blessing and abundance, where you're not codependent or needy, but you are fully receptive. It's ironic because true receptivity is the opposite of neediness. So stay in that sweet spot, feminines. What is the biggest challenge for the masculines right now? The throes of codependency that cause them to not be able to be fully invested here. We get standstill, suspended animation, holding space. There is, and it's in the reverse as well, meaning soon. So the standstill is coming to an end, but it's like just these final nerves, the final nerves that are holding back from approaching you, divine feminine. It's like right down to the wire here. Jitters. I need more time in the reverse. It's like pep talk, amping up, getting ready. Woo! What do the feminines need to know? Progress, inner progress. Take control of your thoughts and push them towards the light right now, feminines, because you might be feeling your masculine's jitters and nerves right now. We have divine timing on the table, though, so trust the process. What can we see for the solution? Here's the Empress, this abundance, the Empress just there outside of So go towards the Empress, masculines, but here, Temple of Centering, solitude, seclusion, grounding, and belonging. So I'm really getting that the counterparts are going to have some time to really, in this autonomy and connectiveness, see objectively how they can work together, sort out things, collaborate, negotiate. Looks like a round table discussion to me, where people stay in their autonomy and still talk about what works for both, win-win. But with this solitude, it feels as though there's going to be some solitude at the edge of a forest. I don't know, something like that. In a garden, I'm getting some outdoor spaces where there can be some kind of communication, private communication. This is not a dragonfly, but I'm also seeing a little mini dragonfly motif there. What would the masculine say? Oh, will you choose me and I'm sorry. So they're wondering if they should say, will you be mine, or apologize first? So divine masculines, I don't know. These are both in the inverse. Play it by ear. Maybe you don't need to say either. Maybe you just showing up is actions, like showing the love rather than, you know, saying it. Oh my gosh, I'm getting more tears. Okay, feminines, 10 of Swords, yeah. Make sure that you are accountable for any abandonment wounds and you bring your energy back into alignment. Set the mission for you to see truth in all things. 10 of Swords does reduce to that Ace of Swords. The masculines are coming out of this 10 of Swords, self-sabotage, holding back. So just know that wounded people hurt people. And that everything that you've been the brunt of here has been because of your person's energy. You know, we treat others how we treat ourselves. So you've been reflecting what you felt there, and vice versa. But really desire to see the truth now without the filter of this stuff that's happened in the past. Love keeps no record of wrongs. Doesn't put ourselves in harm's way if that's what's happening. However, it offers forgiveness 1,000 times a day. That means it doesn't filter what's being said and expressed now through the eyes of fear. It considers what is actually there and makes an educated assessment without the what ifs and hypothetical lens of fear. It discerns the frequency of the now. Discerning the frequency of the now is vastly different than bringing all that extra stuff in as hypothetical things that might, you know, the logic aspect of it rather than the intuitive resonance of something. Be openly curious, feminines. Desire to see truth, not proof of wounded storylines. What is the direction of the connections in the near future? Internal process or progress and cosmic calibrator, universal attunement, repatterning, and guidance. This is where both are coming into that lovers, that higher love template. And together there can be a mutual desire for higher guidance as a team effort. Words do hurt in the inverse, so the masculines are saying they don't want to recreate the past. They don't want the messiness of the past. They want to look at things through more cosmic, universal, what is it? I'm hearing the word not chaos, order. They want to understand the universal order of the cosmos. I'm hearing Freemasonry, the highest order of excellence, precision, sacred geometry, understanding. I'm seeing a mobile, like everything hung in space in elegant ways. They want to understand how this connection can emulate that sort of dimension and not be fixated on the developmental stage where words are awkward and cumbersome. They want to just keep bringing it back to this innate, this energy that permeates all of creation, that actually has a very sophisticated, not by chance, harmony to it. They want to go on a treasure hunt with you, feminines, to find that. What do the feminines need to know? Or what would the masculines say? Sex and reunion. So they do want to consummate this sexually, but for right now, those are both in the reverse. And so they do understand this period of abstinence even to understand more about the connection and how to bring this into alignment with the cosmic. Oh. Okay, many blessings, everybody. Bye for now.